to see how you can succeed in Royal Q. So as we wait for our top-notch leader to join the call, Coach Mo, is she on the call now?
I am yet to see her. I'm still looking to see if she's there. No, she's not here yet. I can't also see Coach Nnamdi. He's not here yet.
Okay, so as we wait for our top-notch leader, for your information, the V6 rank we are all longing for. Some of us started Royal Q, but because we don't know the power of Royal Q, we refuse to share. We just keep trading. There is money in marketing Royal Q. If every banker in Nigeria, if you're in Nigeria, I'm talking to you. If every banker knows and understands Royal Q, they will quit their job. Why? Because if you are working in the banking department, if every banker that is working in the marketing department of a bank, if he knows Royal Q, he's going to quit his job. Why? Because you are going out to market the bank for a peanut every month. Peanuts every month. Because the bank will pay you depending on the customers you bring and depending on the money they fund their account with. But in Royal Q, if you market Royal Q, you are marketing the Royal Q for yourself. For yourself. So right now, a lot of people are moving their money to USDT because they know the power of saving their money in dollars. Just recently, dollar was falling down and a lot of people were running helter-skelter because they don't know the charts. They don't know how to look at the charts. As you can see, go back and check now. It's now 1,000 or something, 1,057 or 1,000, close to 1,100. So the question now is, do you understand what you are doing? That's why you need to keep attending Zoom. That's where the money is, knowledge. Once you master the skill and knowledge, I'm telling you, it will change your earnings. So stay tuned for our top-notch leader. For your information also, she hit this V6 rank in just 180 days. Some of us here have been in Royal Q since 2021. But up till now, we're still in one same rank, V2, V1, V3, and so on and so forth. So what did she do that made her to hit that rank? That is why that's why we are here, to listen to her, ensure you have your notebook. It's not just to listen. After you've written it, apply it. I'm telling you, in 7 days or 14 days, if you don't hit V2, it means you did not apply what you've heard. So without wasting much of your time, it is indeed, it's an honor to be on this Zoom call with Dr. Money. Some of us don't know her. If you're in Nigeria and you're on this call and Dr. Money is there, in fact, she's here to bless us. She is here to bless us. So if you don't want to receive the blessing, you can as well opt out. So, Dr. Money, you're welcome to the call. We are here to listen to your golden words of wisdom. So over to you. Thank you. Coach Mo, I thought I saw her.
Yes, she's online. Yes, let's patiently wait for her to meet herself.
I don't
She's
think
online.
I think
Okay,
network
it says network throughout. Yes, I can't find her anymore.
What about Coach Nnamdi?
I also saw him not quite long. I made him a co-host. I also saw it. He went out. So it seems the network is bad.
For sure.
Oh, okay. Welcome, Coach Nnamdi.
Okay.
Andy looks always.
Oh, okay.
So we have two powerful presenters. Somebody will say, why do I call them powerful? It's not easy to be a V5 member, my brother. If it is easy, go and be V5. So what actually made them to be V5? What actually made Coach Nnamdi to be a V5 member? What made Dr. Money to be a V6 member? That is why we are here to listen to them. They will, if they like, they will hide this information and keep making their money. As you know, to be a V, in fact, for you to be a V6 member, you don't bloody need any job. So for her to say she wants to share, it means it is very, very imperative for you to be here and listen. Coach Nnamdi is a V5 member of Royal Q. Please listen to what they want to say. I myself am here and my notebook is in front of me. I'm really listening to whatever they would say, and I will try as much as possible to apply because I'm also longing for that V6. So thank you. The first presenter will be Dr. Money, and the second person will be Coach Nnamdi. So Dr. Money, over to you. I think maybe we're still having network hitches. Dr. Money keeps going off and on. Okay, so I think we'll do it like this. We're supposed to have Dr. Money to speak, but I think we'll switch it now to Nnamdi. Coach Nnamdi will speak first, then Dr. Money will be the second presenter. So Coach Nnamdi, over to you.
All right, awesome. Thank you very much for the opportunity to speak on, tonight's session. And anytime Dr. Money comes in, please feel free to let me know so that she can pour out the wonderful information that she has. All right, so I'm going to bore you. I'm going to bore you for a few minutes. You have to tolerate what I want to say. Because a lot of times people want to create success, people want to achieve big goals, but you can't achieve a big goal without, adjusting your mindset. Okay? So your mindset is where I'm going to start talking about. And so even if it sounds a little boring, not to worry, okay? Not to worry. It's all about getting you into the right position. Now, here's what you need to know. For you to change your life, you cannot change it by being in the same position that you started with. And I'm just going to momentarily share the screen. Okay. Momentarily, I'm going to share the screen. For you to change your life, you have to become somebody else. So if you're just starting Royal Q and you want to become a V2, don't think you can become a V2 and, get there by being the same kind of person that you are. Or let me even say it better. If you want to become a V6, don't think you can become a V6 and still be the same with the same skill set, mindset, action sets that you have. You have to become a totally different person. When we talk about reality is created by your personality. So what kind of person are you? That is the beginning of the question. What kind of person are you? Because your personality traits create that tomorrow. And your personality is made up of how you think, how you act, and how you feel. Your thoughts, your actions, and your feeling. These three things are like the foundation which you need to begin to look at before you try to change what you want to change. To change your reality, you have to think differently, act differently, and feel about Royal Q differently. All right? Now, your habits that you do every day is what will determine how fast you can go. When a person has a good habit, he's creating a wonderful future. When a person has a bad habit, he's creating a terrible future. The reward of routine is your future. So we're going to talk about your routine. But before we get to your routine, we need to talk about how you think, how you act, and how you feel. So this is absolutely very important. I want to say something here, and I want you to write it down. Your brain does what it thinks you want it to do. I'll repeat myself. Your brain does what it thinks you want it to do. The first time I heard that statement, I had to think, listen to it twice. Your brain determines everything in your life. While you are sleeping, your brain is controlling your heartbeat, your brain is controlling your blood flow, your brain is controlling all the various systems in your body. And nothing goes bad, and you wake up in the morning. Your brain controls your life. If you're going to hit that massive rank that has been elusive, you need to use your brain to work in your favor. And I've been doing this for many years, and you need to start doing it. You might have heard about it a lot, but tonight, I'm telling you, you have to start doing it. Your brain does what it thinks you want it to do. So if you tell yourself, oh my God, I'm so tired of going to work, what I will give to just lie in the bed for 1 week, before you know it, you're going to fall sick. You'll be hospitalized and you'll need to lie down for a week. Your brain will give you that. So your brain is listening to you when it comes to your Royal Q business. So what are the things you say about your Royal Q business? What are the feelings you generate? Remember, I said you have to become a different person. So we are starting from the mindset level so that you don't just go walking, but your mindset is faulty. You're just going to hit brick wall. How do you talk about your Royal Q business? When you think about your Royal Q business, what do you feel? So please, I need you to drop in the comments section right now. When I think of my Royal Q business, drop the feelings that come up right now in the chat box. And I'm going to be looking at some of them. Okay. I'm going to be looking at some of those, it's important. Don't say, all these things. If messages are going through, please drop. We feel excited. Awesome. I feel empowered. Awesome. Great. I'm seeing some powerful, I feel happy. Oh, great. Cool. I feel so great. All the feedback is positive. All the feedback I'm getting here is positive. I feel for all things are possible. Awesome. And that is why you are here today. You are the blessed ones, that will take Royal Q to the moon. So it's important that what you feel is positive, and you need to be truthful, because there are people you talk to, they want to hit the next rank, but they feel that the business doesn't work. They feel the business is hard. They feel the business is not rewarding. If you keep telling yourself, this Royal Q business, I don't even know, I feel I cannot hit V3. If you tell yourself, these meetings are too long and it's so technical, I can't understand anything, your brain will just begin to make sure that you don't succeed in Royal Q. And you don't know, but it's actually your brain that is limiting your success in Royal Q. Your brain, I just wish I can get one Ponzi scheme now that will just give me 5% daily. And the moment you say that, one Ponzi scheme will come and it will take away your money and wreck you. And then you begin to think of Royal Q. This Royal Q, my money is gone. This Royal Q, my money is in the deep. There are people that when they think of Royal Q, they are just thinking about the deep. Their emotions are still tied to 2021 when we were in the deep. You have to change it, because your brain is going to make sure it will do whatever it thinks. So you have to trick your brain. So you have to start saying these words. Oh, I love my Royal Q business. When you wake up in the morning, I'm excited about my Royal Q business. Oh, I'm going to talk to 5 people today. I'm super excited about this opportunity. I love it. I'm now a V6. Oh my God. I love being a V6. Being a V6 happened. I built the right team. I worked hard. I enjoyed every bit. You need to begin to say positive things. If you ever say negative things about your Royal Q business, you are not going to hit the next rank. I'm telling you, I'm just telling you what it is. There is nobody that won the Olympics. There's nobody that won the World Cup that just felt that he cannot win the World Cup. There's nobody do you think Usain Bolt, when it comes to his racing and he's right there on the line, you think he's thinking, I'm not going to win today? No. I'm tired of running. He doesn't think, he can't allow himself to think that way. So when you think of the next rank, when you think of what you need to do, you need to be, I'm not just trying to hype you up or pump you up. This is how you can, get yourself faster to your results. Okay? You need to see, you need to be 100% mentally ready for it. The words coming out from your mouth, even if you don't say negative things, you feel it. If you feel negative about your business, your brain will make sure you don't hit the next rank. Your brain will make sure you don't ever take the signals. Your brain will make sure you don't win any trades. Your brain will make sure you're always in the deep. Your brain will make sure you don't set the right margin calls. Your brain will make sure you don't pay attention to details. Your brain will say, oh, Mr. A doesn't like this Royal Q business. Let me make sure he never joins any meeting. And when it's time for the meeting, something will happen. You will not remember. Your brain will tell you to watch football, distract you with one thing or the other, and you will remain in the same place. when I started Royal Q, at that moment, I put in my last $100. Then the bot was $100. Then I put the next $100, $200 plus fuel fee. That was like all the spare money I had. And I told myself, I have not seen something like this before online. We die here. I held webinar after webinar. I held calls after calls, talk after talk. I lost my throat. I lost my voice, rather. I had sore throat for many months. If I start talking, I'll be coughing because I spoke so much, holding those presentations every single day. So you cannot hit the next rank without making a sacrifice. All right, so that's very important. So it's important for you to realize that your words, whatever you say about your Royal Q business and whatever you feel determines your success. So let's begin by creating the future we want. So what is your next rank? So drop the rank of choice. Me, my rank is V6. So what's your rank? What's your next rank? The next rank for me should be V6. So drop your next rank in the chat box. I want to see how many people on the target ranks. We have a V4. We have somebody who's coming for V4, V4, V3, V2. All right, that's great. Awesome. V2, great. V6, V6. We have V5. Awesome. We have people who are coming out here. V2, a lot of V2, V4. Awesome, awesome. I can see the ranks coming in. Great. So for a moment, think of your next rank. What will you feel if you hit your next rank? You need to hold that emotion. And every morning when you get up, you need to actually say those words I said earlier. Feel good about the next rank you are hitting and observe the voice of the devil that will try to counter it, because there must be a voice in your head that will counter it. If the voice countering it keeps repeating itself, note it down and question that voice. Okay, for example, oh, you want to be a V5. None of your you want to be a V5, none of your V3 is working. They have gone to Ponzi schemes. It cannot happen. So that voice might come up, then you need to note it and question it, all right? You need to question it. Then you need to counter it by creating more action. So that's enough of the mindset section of the talk. And it's very important, because if you don't get that mindset right, one Ponzi will come and you forget about your Royal Q business, because, I mean, you never got your mindset right. So you have to become somebody else. You cannot operate at your current level and hit the rank that you're looking at in a big way. You can't. I'm sorry to bust your tire or your pipe. If you want to hit, if you're currently a V4 and you want to hit V6, you have to be somebody else. So ask yourself, what can I become? What can I become? In my team, I noticed that some of my V2s did not know how to make phone calls. So I had to get them. I said, I did a training. See, this is how to make phone call. So how do you make phone calls? And the guy said he was shy. He doesn't know how to spend time talking to people. So step one, get your list. How many of us have a list? Some people come into business and they don't have a list. You should have a book with a list of everybody you call, you tell about Royal Q. Get your list. Okay? A lot of things I'm going to be talking about will be hovering between, we've done enough of mindset, but we'll be hovering now between skill set and action set, all right? Because your mindset, your skill set, your action set combined is what will get you the results you're looking for. There is no shortcut to it, my brothers, my sisters. There is no shortcut to it. Forget about it. Mindset, skill set, action set. So what are some of the actions that you need to take? One, you must have that document, that book where you write names of people you speak to. You must write the last feedback you had from those people, their attitude, or if they were ready. So what do you say when you want to, let's say you don't like talking to people, you don't like making those calls. What do you say? Just use a short question. Don't talk too much. If you talk too much, you are spoiling your Royal Q business. Those who should talk too much are those, Coach Mo, all these people. They are the ones that will do webinar here every single day. They will talk and talk and talk, and then you listen to your prospects will listen to them. Don't talk too much. If you see yourself talking too much, you have destroyed the business. Unless you are already an influencer, unless you're a seasoned network marketing professional, of course, you can do your talking. But if you're somebody who is trying to get the hang of the ropes of it, don't talk too much. Just ask 1 or 2 questions. And don't waste your time on people who are not ready. Question number 1. Example. Would you like to make 5 10 to 50% gains every month while your money remains inside your bank account. If you ask anybody this question and the person says, I'm not sure, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. Stop wasting your time on people who are not ready to change their lives. There are people that are brain dead. The mistake we make at times is we spend so much time trying to talk to these people. Dr. Money is going to come in later and she will tell you our strategy. Our strategy is Operation 5 and then you hit your V2. Okay? 3 to 5 downlines and then hit your V2. So I want to show you how I built my business from scratch. Of course, my mind was wired. I needed to create something. I saw the future. I saw the future. I saw the chaos that was coming. I knew things was going to get out of hand. It was clear. So how could I create something that was sustainable, something radical? So the first step is to develop your list. Then the next thing is each person on that list, you have to make that phone call. There's no choice. You have to make the phone call, right? You have to make that phone call, or you physically go to them. So when you get to them, say, let's say it's Coach Mo. Hey, Coach Mo, how are you doing? How's family? How's the business? I hope you're doing well. Coping? So how are you coping now with this economy? Listen to Coach Mo. Let him tell you his life story and how he's suffering or how he's enjoying. Anyone. Then when he talks, you have to make it conversational, man. The last time I went to buy fuel, when I finished paying that fuel, the team paid me. He will tell you, oh, my brother, you have connected yourself at one level. You reminded yourself. It's not all about the business. So you don't have to go shooting somebody about Royal Q, right? You're here to serve as a consultant. You're a consultant. And so you need to, create that kind of rapport, even if you've not spoken to the person in a long time. All right. So once you discuss that, say, I want to ask you a question, Coach Mo. If I showed you a system where your money remains inside your bank account and you can generate 10 to 50% every month, if I show you how to do that, would you like to know more about it? If Coach Mo says, I don't know, just forget about Coach Mo. He's not ready to change his life. Go to the next person on the list. But in your list, write it down. Don't discard people. Just write it down that he's not in the zone. He's not ready for change. Do you understand? You write it down that he's not ready for change. You want people who are ready because you want to move fast. If you give too much energy to people who are not yet, if a person is comfortable, he's not ready for change. All right? If a person is feeling, oh, I have a good job, leave him, let him be. You need people who are tired of poverty. So that question you are asking, you keep asking until you get somebody that will say yes. And I'm telling you, before you ask 10 people, 8 or 9 will tell you yes. Now, when they say yes, they say, I cannot explain this opportunity very well because I'm not an expert at it. But there's a business meeting online. You can attend from inside your toilet, inside your bedroom. It's just a 50 minutes, 1 hour session. If I invited you on Tuesday nights, Wednesday nights, or whatever day, all right, give them options. If it happens on Tuesdays and on Thursdays, give them the 2 options. Like there's a meeting by Tuesday nights, Thursday nights. If I invited you for this session, just to come listen to it, would you be interested in it? Now, while they are thinking, they might decide to respond. You tell them, no, the session is free and you don't have to sign up. You don't have to join me. You don't have to do this platform. I just want you to come and listen. If you listen to it and you feel it's not for you, you can walk away. But I will not let you rest until you come and listen to it. The reason is, if I know this thing and how powerful it is, and I don't tell you, your wife and your family, they go vex for me later. So I'm not going to stop disturbing you. So you can decide, is it this Tuesday or Thursday? Just to come and listen and walk away. He will tell you, okay. I'm going to share all this online things. Okay, no problem. I will come and listen. So then you remind the person, I'm going to call you. So if the meeting is 9 o'clock, you tell the person, I'm going to remind you. I'm going to send you a text message by 1 p.m. Then I will send you a WhatsApp message. So the first one is text message by 1 p.m. telling you about the meeting. Then WhatsApp message by 6 p.m. Then I'm going to call you by 8 p.m. All right? So then if I call you by 8 p.m., I'm going to tell you that if I don't see you in the meeting by 9, I'm going to call you immediately again to make sure that I remind you to come in. So most times you invite people People are carried away by their various activities. They're not going to, your meeting is not the priority. Your webinar is not important to them. They feel that they have more important things like Champions League, like talking about politics. So you need to be in their face and keep reminding them. So that is the first step to, you must be a master inviter to the webinars. Let me tell you the truth. If you're not inviting to the webinars, you cannot hit your next rank. Stop playing. Stop playing. Remember, I told you that for you to hit the next rank, you must become somebody else. You cannot remain your version. See, for me to hit V6, like I'm going to V6, for me to hit V6, I cannot be as I am now and think I will hit V6. I have to do something radical, something I have never done before. I have to do so. So just ask yourself, what are you going to do that will make you hit the next rank? The first thing is you got to make those phone calls, but you have to be skilled at making those phone calls. You don't have to talk too much in those phone calls. Don't try to explain what Royal Q is. I beg you in the name of God, unless you're a professional network marketer, you have been doing this for many years, don't waste your energy trying to explain, because they're going to hit you with what they call a rocket. See, the person you are talking to has a rocket launcher and is ready to fire it at you, but you're not used to receiving the rocket launcher bullet. So why are you stressing yourself? Just ask those two questions, bypass the rockets, and get into the presentation. Then when it comes to the presentation, you can fire Coach Mo, Coach Salisu, Dr. Money, the rockets. All right, so that is step one. Get your list. If you want to get, this is a standard theory, all of us know this already. If you want to get 10 persons, you must talk to 100 persons. Okay. If you want to get 20 persons, you must talk to 200 persons. All right. The mistake we make is that we talk to 5 people and we think we are going to find the 5 downlines that will take us to V6. It doesn't work. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. So please get your list. Step one, then write the names. You can start with the first 5 names, the first 10 names, no problem. But that list must grow. If you have a list, type 1 in the chat box. If you have a list, type 1 in the chat box, because we need to take home assignments. I'm looking at my chat box. How many people have a list? All right. Okay. Okay, so we have some people here who have a list. The list doesn't have to be in a book. It's always good. I love having books, but you can also have it on your laptop, your Excel sheet somewhere, but it's a list you must update from time to time. You can see now, few people have lists compared to the 173 people here. So that's your assignment. I'm giving you assignment number 1. Go create a list. When you have 10 people on that list, just tell yourself you will have 1 downline. When you have 20 people on that list, just tell yourself you are likely going to have 2 downlines. When you have 50 people on that list, know that your 5 downlines is assured. When you have 100 people on that list, know that your 10 downlines is assured. So this is your first assignment. Do it tonight. And if you are thinking of where to get them from, just look at the last 100 phone calls you've made on your phone. Just start writing their names down. Then you can tick off. You might forget about fear of who to talk to. Your sponsor is there. So here's the thing. Once you have one person that joins the meeting, then you have the skill of following up. You need to follow up on that person, right? So when you want to follow up on somebody, I'm just trying to make this brief. Don't be too pushy. Just ask the person, what did you like the most about the presentation? And listen to their story. Then, of course, you can now point 1 or 2 things and schedule a conference call with your sponsor. Conference call is one of the secret magic, miraculous weapons, all right? Conference calls is one of the ways I was able to get some V2s to V3 and V4. That was how there's a particular downline of mine that now did not let me rest. And she didn't let me rest. She didn't let me rest. When she realized I wanted to keep making conference calls, she would be the one calling me. I'll be in the middle of one meeting. She would say, I have somebody you need to talk to. And I was happy, because as we continue to do the conference calls, before I knew she was a V2, before I knew she was a V3, and she rose to V4. All right. So conference calls is a tool that you can use. Your phone can do conference calls via GSM and via WhatsApp. Don't waste your energy talking or convincing somebody. You have an upline. Even if your upline is dead in Royal Q, go and talk to the upline's upline, locate whoever can do conference call to you. So you see that list you have. After you invite them, your work is to invite them. Then the next task after the invitation is to follow up with a quick chat and a conference call. It's important you do this. There is no other way. There is no other way. There are a few times when you just talk to somebody and, the person doesn't want to, somebody said, turn on the microphone. I hope I'm audible. Okay, you're replying to somebody else. So there's a few times when you meet somebody who is ready. Yeah, it happens. But you need to follow this sequence, conference call. So how can you become a V3? You need to create at least 3 V2s. All right. And you need to build a team. All right. So how do you get these people to be a V2? On their own, they will not make phone calls. On their own, they will not invite. So what can you do? Let them know that they should do a list of 10 persons, and you will do conference call with those 10 persons. So if you have 3 downlines and you are doing 10 conference calls with each of them, that is 30 people you can call now. 30 fresh prospects you would never have met from Adam. So you don't need to know so many people. You just need to see people, your downlines, as a doorway to see the people in your life. If you see where they all terminate, what I mean by terminate is, if you know who you know, the people you know, if you know how they connect, you will know that you're a powerful person in this world. It's just that you're not seeing all the connections. If you look at the people around you, oh, I meet these people every day. If you know the people they know and who the people they know, if you see that network, if you have the eyes, you will know that it's actually capital that is there for you. So see people as doorway, use those conference calls, constant conference calls. Conference calls can help you create a V2. You will make conference calls until that person becomes a V2. A downline told me, I helped one of my downlines sign up his downline, and I did not get any money. And so I thought about it. Okay, you have a downline, and you helped him to sign a downline. My downline made $30, but I did not make anything. I asked the person, "What's your rank?" The person said, "I'm just a new. I've not ranked up." I said, "You cannot make $10 now until you've hit the next rank. You have to hit the next rank." So the reward of helping your downline succeed is that the people that you are bringing in, you don't know who will be a crazy networker among them. You don't even know who will put in $50,000 into Royal Q. The gas fee that you'll be getting will be shocking you. Sometimes I see gas fee of $5. You just say, "Hey, who do you trade?" And it's not my direct downline. I say, "Who is trading?" I saw a gas fee of $7, $10. I say, "Who is trading this morning?" I did not know the person until I just posted it in one of my groups, and somebody said, "I'm the one." I said, "You, okay, no problem. And now I know you. Any question you ask me, I've noted your contact." So this is the people that are in your structure. Don't feel you're wasting your energy helping them. For you to hit the next rank, you have to become somebody else. To become somebody else, you have to help your people. You have to use those conference calls. First of all, you have to make your own phone calls. As you're making your own phone call, as you're inviting, don't depend on anybody. Don't ever depend on anybody. As you're inviting, you're also pushing your downlines, because you have to help them. That you can't force somebody to give you names. So sometimes you just give them as an assignment and then encourage them. See, you have to become somebody else. Carrot and stick is not all there is to leadership. You have to become somebody that inspires people. So just look at the people in your structure. People that, maybe they're too comfortable, they don't want to stress themselves. Fine. Look for people you can encourage. Look for people in your structure. It could be your direct downlines. It could be somebody's downline somewhere. Look for people you could encourage to step up to the next rank. So this is the skill set you must have: the ability to make phone calls, the ability to make conference calls. So you're not just making phone calls for yourself. You're making phone calls to bring people to the presentation. Then when you have had some success, you've tasted your first $30. You've tasted your second $30. Then before you know it, you get $100. That thing, it will fire you up. Then you begin to make more phone calls. As you make more phone calls, you want to hit V2. When you hit V2, everybody that joins your structure, you'll be making commissions from them. So as you are conference calling on this person, the result is $10 for you. As you're conference calling for this person, the result is $10 for you. There's no other shortcut. That's how you can inspire your structure to achieve this. Now, one other thing I'll tell you to do, you have to start experimenting with advertising on Facebook. Okay, you can run adverts. Don't expect it to be perfect. You must be ready to spend money. So you have 5 currencies, right? Time is one of the currencies. So people have time, a lot of time, but they don't have money. So if you have a lot of time, make a lot of phone calls. But if you have money, use that currency, do some social media, do your social media, Facebook group, create a Facebook page, and do some short posts, promote them. Don't even talk about Royal Q. Don't even talk about anything. Just do the posts and say, do you love trading? Just promote it. People are going to respond. All right? They'll just give you likes. So those likes, those thumbs ups are necessary. Facebook is seeing them and it's counting for you. All right? So you don't even have to talk about Royal Q. Just when you create that page, just do those posts, promote them, random posts. What do you think about this shape? You put a candlestick. You're going to see people just like. You are building, you are gathering attention. It's an attention world. You are gathering attention. The money you are spending, you see the big picture, right? And that money, that advertising, before you know it, it will become like, oh, I keep seeing this thing popping up. What's this guy up to? Let's keep watching out for him. And before you know what's happening, you get people, you now talk about some results, you now post some money, some figures, and people will be like, okay, you don't have to hype your figures or the results. You don't have to talk about network marketing on Facebook. But these random write-ups about pure trading can attract people. You get them into a group, they take action, then you invite them to the presentations. Remember, the secret is phone calls, and you must make those phone calls. Personally, I use conference calls to create many V2s. I use conference calls to create V3s. So if I have Coach Madam Margaret, for example, as my downline, or when Madam Margaret signs up, I give the assignments, get me 10 names, 20 names. Now, as she signs people up, she will not know I'm even talking to them. I'll be chatting them. Oh yeah, so what's your plan? Do you like this? Are you learning? Are you coming to the webinar? Okay, so you've activated. Do you have people you want to tell about this opportunity? She might not know that I'm working for her. So I'm not going to sign her people up with my link. Please don't do that. All right. You have to. So she doesn't know I'm working for her, because I see she has a lot of people. She has a lot of people who want to do this thing. So I go through her, and by the time, before she knows it, she's a V2. This is how I work for people. I don't promise to put people under people. I don't do that. All right. Because it creates laziness. You can do it to get somebody to a V2, but you can't keep doing that to hit the higher ranks. You have to look for people who wish to work. All right. So use your currencies, all right. Become an influencer. Become a consultant of Royal Q. If you want to hit a high rank, you can't be a V5 and not be a consultant of Royal Q now, unless you are an accidental V5. You have to be, and if you're not a consultant, all your downlines will know they will not take you seriously. You have to be a consultant. A consultant is somebody. Now I'm giving you the next point, okay? How you be a consultant is by joining Coach Salisu and Coach Mo in their webinars. You should be able to see the Fibonacci, stochastic RSI. You must be able to, look at the chart and see visions. When you are able to look at, you can mute yourself. So when you can look at the charts and see visions, okay, that is when you can call yourself a consultant. When you can look at the market and see where the market is going, then you become a consultant. So please, I challenge you. This is one of the things that's lacking in the team. For you to hit the next rank, you need to become a consultant. And when I joined Royal Q, the first thing I did was understand all the settings. I don't mean I understood them perfectly, but I had to understand all the settings. And I left my upline then. I told my upline, like, you are not giving me the speed I need. So I chatted with Mr. James. So as I chatted with James, I had my paper. Everything he was saying, do. I was copying from the chart and putting it on Notepad on the system, and I was writing it down. So I said, sorry, I'm stressing you, but I will stress you out just once. I will stress you out just once. That's how I do. When I sign up, I divorce my upline, look for whoever can give me what I want, stress them once, get the information, and run with it. Unless you become a consultant of Royal Q, you cannot hit your next rank. Do you know who people follow? People follow who will take them to a better destination. If you see a mechanic that wants to work on your car, and the person is doing as if he doesn't know what he wants to do, are you going to let him open that bonnet? You say, I beg, leave him. Make I just off, make I look down here. I will call towing vehicle. That is the way it is. People will follow you if they are sure that you can take them to success in trading with Royal Q. So the question to you is, have you taken yourself to success in trading with Royal Q? Do you even know the settings of the bot? Do you have an idea what a margin call is? Do you know how to calculate your dip tolerance? Do you know how to put your bot on cycle or one shot? Do you know how to extend the margin calls if the need be? Do you know how to explain to your prospect why the money in his Binance appears to be going down? He put in $2,000 and his overall balance is seeing 1.5 and he's confused. He said, my money is going down. What's happening? Do you know how to explain that concept to him? Until you become a consultant of Royal Q, you cannot hit your first rank. So I'm trying to keep it simple. It all boils down to mindsets. It all boils down to skill sets. The skill set is your consultancy capabilities in Royal Q. So I give you that challenge today. Look at your bot. See all the settings in the bot. Look at all the, look at all the settings, write them down in a book. Then every day, take 2-3 settings, call one of the consultants that you know. Ask them, what does this mean? How can I use it? Take notes. The next time, see, I'll tell you, by the time you go through that, take your notes, you are going to be a guru in Royal Q. This is the easiest bot to trade. This is the easiest bot to trade. So work on your belief system, work on your mindset. Don't use any negative word again when you think of Royal Q. When you wake up in the morning and you want to think, after you pray, just tell yourself, just see Royal Q. Close your eyes. I want you all to do an assignment right now. Wherever you are, close your eyes. Close your eyes and see money coming to you from a distance. Just, the money will come in different shapes. So what is the shape of the money coming to you? If you don't see anything, don't worry. Just imagine you saw something. The first time I did this assignment, I saw the shape of a woman that covered her face. But by the time the person came closer to me, it was a wild animal. So you must have a good relationship with money. Talk to that, whatever you are seeing. If you don't like it, say, go back, come back to me in this form. You say, go back, come back to me in this form. You must command your money to come to you in a form that you love. You might be wondering why I'm saying this, but you have to let it go back. If it comes to you in a way you don't understand, you have to let it go back and come back to you in a friendly form. All right? Then when it comes to you in a friendly form, you can now communicate, say, okay, I want more of you in my life. What can I do with my Royal Q business to listen to the answers that you are getting? All right? Because your mind holds a lot of these answers, but you must be quiet. Listen to the answers that you are getting. Then let the money become energy and let it circulate around you. When you get up, let's just imagine the dollars are flowing around you with that energy. Tell yourself good things about your Royal Q business. Say yourself, oh, I love Royal Q business. I'm really amazed at what I'm getting in this Royal Q business. Oh, money is just following me. Money is my friend. I love this money. I always have enough money. You see, what I'm telling you right now is the hardest work to do because your reality might be the opposite of this. Your current reality, which you are seeing, might be the opposite of what you're trying to create, but you have to start with the end result, okay? So you have to feel good about Royal Q. You have to say positive things about Royal Q and take your mindset, skill set, and action set, overhaul yourself, become somebody you have never become. If you have never held seminars, you have to start holding seminars. If you have never done webinar presentations, you have to begin doing webinar presentations. If you are not presenting Royal Q, you cannot hit V6, forget about it. If you are not presenting Royal Q, if you cannot stay and do a presentation of Royal Q, how you want to reach the V6? All right? So you have to become somebody you've never have been. Okay, it's okay that you don't know how to present. That's fine. But this is your assignment to hit the next one. Become a consultant. Have your lead. Conference call. Don't be comfortable with just having 5 downlines. Challenge to have 50 downlines. All right, keep making the call because every single year people will drop out. Every single year people will drop out. In fact, now it's not even every single year. Every 3 months, people bring. They can't stay in one team more than 3 months. So when you have people, help them trade successfully, they will drop out, they will come back. But you don't want to wait on anyone. So you have to keep building. And as you keep building, keep growing your list, become a consultant, speak prophesy about your Royal Q business, speak good things. Everything you want to talk about Royal Q should be good things. If you say, my money is still in the deep. When people tell me that thing, I feel the energy of their voice in me, and I quickly correct them. I don't let them tell me about 2021. Don't come to me with the energy of 2021. Come to me with the energy of 2023. I don't even let them land. Your money's in the deep. All of us, my $14,000 turned to $1,000. You're not the one. You're not the only one now. I'll ask you, how much did you put in? I put in 500. I had $14,000. It turned to $1,000. But we have been able to achieve, we've cracked the code. We've been able to achieve more success. This is how we do it. Okay. So I don't want to talk too much. It's already 15 minutes, 10 minutes to 10. Is Dr. Money around?
Coach Nnamdi, I think Doctor is really having challenges with our network.
Okay.
Yeah, the on and off.
Okay. So I know she was supposed to talk about the 5 to get a team of 20, right? Which was how to use your WhatsApp status and all that. So for just a quick summary before I hand over to you and the other guys, one of the quick ways to build your team, if you have your list, if you have your conference calls, is to use your WhatsApp status. Everybody here knows that. And if you don't know that already, you have to word your WhatsApp status with the right feelings. When you are wording your status message, use the right feelings. All right, use the right feelings. So if you have a trade success of $10, you say $10 just made with ease. No technical analysis, just signals. Don't snooze, you lose. People are watching that status. Keep it coming. One day people will say, are you really making money with that Royal Q? When somebody replies you, are you really making money with that Royal Q? Just write the person in your active candidate list, okay? Take the person's name and number. Maybe it's somebody in your church. Just write the person in your book, active candidates. This person asked me about my Royal Q on these dates. Just keep it there, don't worry. As people are asking you, grow your list. That list you are growing from your status is a money generating machine. All right, so I believe we've shared a couple of things. I'll hand over now to Coach Mo. These sessions will keep happening. There's a lot of insights. This is just high level. We'll keep going deeper and deeper, week after week, practical sessions to help you to succeed. If they had time, maybe before I round up, I want to simulate a conversation with 2 people who can be as negative as they want about Royal Q. Who are the volunteers? I want 2 people. I want to simulate a conversation with 2 people today. If you are ready to do that, I don't want Coach Mo to do this because he will be so nice about Royal Q. I want 2 people who can simulate negativity, disinterests about online business, who can act that script. You can raise your hand and we'll just do maybe 1 or 2 persons just to show how conversations can go. We have Wealthy Williams. Wealthy Williams dropped the chat. Okay. Wealthy Queen. Okay, so let's start with Wealthy Queen there. Wealthy Queen, are you in a quiet place? Is your network good enough, Wealthy Queen? Okay, Wealthy Queen.
I should think so. Good evening.
Okay, good evening, ma. Okay, what's
good
the
evening,
name, ma?
Coach?
What's the name, ma?
Ramat.
All right. Hello, Madam Ramat. Good to connect with you. It's been a long time. How's the family, work?
We're good, and you?
Yes, we thank God. I know, if you remember, I got your contact at the wedding of my cousin in Port Harcourt. My name is Nnamdi. I remember, telling you about the dashing color of your dress 6 months ago. I don't know if you can remember that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Nice connecting again.
Yeah, so I just checked my phone, saw your contact, and I said I should give you a call. But I don't want to waste your time, okay? I want to just ask you a question because I'm trying to create value. A quick question. are you fine? Are you okay with generating 10% to 50% every month while your money is in your bank account? If I showed you a system that could do that, would you be interested in learning how the system works?
Hey, now don't come again. Another one, Abby. Hey,
another
one.
Another one. Okay, so tell me. So I can see you have been used to these things. Tell me your story. What are the, which one have you done? Or what was the last one you did? And what was your experience?
They will say bring money. By the time you put, maybe bring 1,000, you will get 5,000 in 20 minutes.
Oh, I see. Well, now I understand why you say would have not come again. So that's not, this is not the kind of thing we're talking about. We're talking about a system that is real trading, a real wealth generating, technology. So remember, I said your money remains in your bank account. Okay, so just imagine if your money is in First Bank, and your money is there, and there's a technology that will be working in your bank account in First Bank and be releasing your balance by 10% every month, more than 100% in a year. Would that make sense to you? You don't have to give your money to anyone.
Banks are closing down every day now. What if the bank just hold up this night?
All right, so the bank we are going to put you in is a bank that has enough liquidity. You don't have we're not doing any of those low income banks. All right, we'll put you on a bank where your money, your capital is safe, intact, and with guarantee for great returns. But beyond the concept of the bank, does the idea of your assets growing 100%, 200% year on year, does that concept interest you while you are in control of your assets? You can decide the bank you want. We have a good list of banks, but does the concept appear interesting to you? Is this something you want to learn about?
It sounds interesting, but you can lose everything in a twinkle of an eye.
Well, it's true that you can lose everything in life in a twinkle of an eye. For example, if people go to bed and they don't wake up, right? People go to bed and they don't wake up. Would you say because people go to bed? Would you say because people go to bed and they don't wake up, you're not going to wake up and go get the job done for the day?
Not really.
You're not going to say that. There are people that get on the plane and then the plane crashes. There are people that get in the steering and they run into a collision. All right. So we're not telling you that the world is risk-free, but we're telling you that this is the safest way to grow your wealth, where your money is in your control, and you have technology that can trade safely for you while you sleep. Now, I want to invite you for a special presentation because I cannot explain this business very, very well. I don't have the power. When I say the power, I don't have the technical ability to present it in a way that is going to interest you. So there's a webinar by Tuesday and Thursday, 9 p.m. Which of these 2 days works well for you? If I invited you, would you like to attend?
There's no harm. I can try and attend one.
Okay, so remember.
Tuesday should.
Okay, Tuesday is fine, right? Okay, good.
Yes.
So remember, when you are coming, you're not coming to come and sign up. I'm not telling you have to do this. In fact, you can listen to the presentation and walk away. My goal is to make sure you understand the technology that I'm presenting to you, that's going to be presented to you. My goal is to make sure you know what's happening, so that down the line, in case you meet somebody who has success with it, you remember that I told you about it. Okay, so thank you very much for giving me the nod on Tuesday. I'm going to note it down. I'm going to call you I'm going to send you a text message on Tuesday by 1 p.m. Then I'm also going to send you a WhatsApp message by 6 p.m. Then I'm going to call you by 8:15. Is that fine? Just to remind you about the session.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. That's fine.
I'll take it from there. So thank you very much, madam. I really appreciate your time. God bless you. Regards to the family.
Thank you.
All right, so that is a simple conversation. Now, she tried to be negative, which she might not really be that way in real life, but this is what you have to do. You have to grow your list. When you're on the plane, strike conversations. When you are in anywhere you are, strike conversations, grow your list. But you don't have to always push them about Royal Q. Another thing, try make phone calls to these people, make them, have rapport. And then even if you have to pitch RoyalQ immediately on the first call, it doesn't matter. It's actually something that's worth doing. So thank you very much, everyone, for being here. Dr. Money is here. I think Dr. Money is here. I can see her now. I want to hear Dr. Money's voice and enjoy the wisdom she has.
I'm here at last. So for the past 1 hour, I'll be fighting with 3 different devices to join this meeting. The devil is a liar.
All right, you're welcome, Doctor, and we are happy to have you here.
Can you?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Yeah. So if it's fine by you, you can run us through what you want to say. We are eager to learn from you, and we need to be blessed by you this evening so that we can sleep well and wake up with visions.
Are you guys sure we can still do this because of the time?
In fact, we will sleep here.
Auntie, we're not going anywhere.
This is money we're talking about, not in naira. We are talking about dollars here.
By fire,
Doctor,
by force.
we sleep here.
We are going to be here by fire, by force.
Please, Mom, we want to hear this good news. Please.
We have 199 people on this call.
Okay, wow. That's
waiting to hear from you.
If now let me remain at the end of the day, it's fine by me. Thank you.
Let's dive. Okay, let's dive in. First and foremost, I want to apologize for coming late. It is not deliberate. For the past 1 hour, I've been trying to come in, but unfortunately, my network has been crazy. So I'm very sorry for taking your time. It's really been frustrating. So let's go straight to the business of the day. I hope my apology is accepted. I don't know. I know that leader Nnamdi has talked, but I don't know what he has said. So I may repeat some things he has said. So please permit me. This business, RoyalQ is a full-time business, right? It's a full-time business. I don't take it as a side business. No, to some persons it may be a side business, but to me it is a full-time job, because even with my level in my civil service, what I make in RoyalQ, I make more than ×2, ×3 of what I am being paid here. So this is a full-time business. Now, how do you make this your own full-time business? How do you grow fast and make enough money that will sustain you even more than what you earn? That is for those that have white-collar jobs like me. And for those that don't have jobs, how can you make this your job, your business, okay? Now, this business has 2 aspects. Somebody was telling me, I don't want to call any other business name, I don't like doing that, but somebody was telling me that he was doing one program where you can bring somebody and somebody will bring somebody. I told the person, excuse me, at my level, I don't do that. This is a business that you can decide to bring somebody, or you can decide not to. You want to put your money and you earn from your money by yourself. So we have a product. The product is the bot. Don't forget that. Let's not forget that. The bot is used for trading. We know that, but that's not what we're going to be talking about today. We'll be talking about that before now, the technical analysis and all that. So I'm not saying anything about trading today, but that is the main product of this business, the bot for the trading. Now we have the second part, that is the affiliate market, right? You may decide to subscribe annually $120 and decide to say, I don't want to trade. I don't know anything about it. Like me, when I started, even the first time I became VC, if I tell you that I did not trade all through, you will not believe. My upline knows I didn't trade. I just took it, did because I'm good in networking, and I did that and got to my VCs in 6 months. So you can decide to say, I want to use this. I like the compensation plan and I want to grow with it. You can decide to do that. You can decide to say, no, I hate networking. I don't want to talk to anybody. I want to make this money by myself. I want to be the richest person in my family and among my friends. Let me trade myself. Let me not bring somebody else. You can decide to be that stingy with your information. That is your own choice. And then you can decide to be smart and say, no, this same 120, I want to trade with it. I want to use the product. And I want to also share this opportunity to people around me. After all, it's better when friends and family, they do well together, right? You can decide to do that. So for those of us that love money and we want to share this opportunity, we've seen a good product, not just really love money, those of us that are passionate about helping people alleviate their poverty, alleviate stress, and then bring people from Ponzi scheme. You know why I'm so passionate about it? You may not know my story, but I have lost money. See, when you talk of one person that I've done Ponzi scheme, call my name Dr. Money Joy. I have done, I am telling you, I have done. So I'm not telling you that I'm holy, that I've done it. So that is why we are passionate about this. Now let's go to this other aspect. For those that say they want to do this business, many people, they will say that they don't know how to bring people to business. They don't know how to do that. Mr. Leader Nnamdi must have addressed that. Next week, we also have Leader OBM and my upline, Leader James, that will address more of all that. But what I want to talk about today is the structural parts of this business. Recently, I posted on the group, 300 Challenge group, that if you want to grow your structure and you are in my team, you want to grow your team and you are in my structure, you should come to my P-Sharp. I want to talk to you. I want to help you and see what you are doing. And a lot of persons came to me and, man, I was not happy with what I was saying. Fine, you will eventually get there if you keep pushing, but why go through life the hard way where you can cheat or you can go through the shortcut? So that is what I want to show you. I like easy things, you know, soft life. So let me show you what you can do, how to arrange your structure so that it will be easy for you. Let me inform you that the V2, the first stage, is the foundation, is the bedrock of your team, V2 and V3. Once you get it right, you don't have any problem. Once you can get your V2 and your V3 right, mostly the V2, you don't have any problem. So many people, once they come in, they make mistake, and then it becomes cumbersome for them to grow. There are a lot of persons that are in V4, V5, or even V3 that would have even got into V6 if some information they knew early enough that time they started 2021 and they made that arrangement. I don't want you to make that mistake. So I'll be talking about a structure that worked for me in my, when I was building. And I call it the 5x5 structure. What do I mean by that? The compensation plan says when you come in, you are a V1, right? And then you sign in 20 persons. You and your team members sign up 20 persons. That makes you a V2. But the mistake many people make? It's good though, when you sign up like that, you just get your $30 and you sign up. Some people even sign up 20, 30, 40 direct. You are shooting yourself in the leg. For you that want to get to V6. At the end of the day, you will now have you may have 5, 6, 7 people building, and RoyalQ needs just 3 builders per time to grow with you. So what do? You adapt what is called 5x5 matrix or structure. Now, when you come up, I always say you can decide to do 3. Some persons do 3, some do 4, but I always advise 5. Let me tell you why. 1, because it gets to a level, some people may think that without them, you cannot do well. So they want to leave the business and all that. By the time they do that, we've had leaders that are in V5, V4, their downlines, their strongest are no more doing the business. So what do you do at that stage? That is why you must build at least 5 legs. So that even if one decide not to be serious, you can have others to fall back on, okay? So that is very important. Another reason is that by the time you sign up 5 yourself, at least your initial capital for signing up, you get it back, 1, and then 2, there's something you need money for again as I go on. Now, what you do, that, okay, let me give you an example. I am a V6, I already have my 20 directs, my structure is complete. What am I doing with my time? I'm building all over. Now, you can't just stay without working. So if you sign up 3 direct, that's what is required in to get to V2 and 20, and then to get to V3 you need 5, then to get to V4 you need 8 directs, and then to get to V5 you need 12 directs, to get to V6 you need 20 directs. So now if you decide to just sign up, let's even say you sign up your 20 directs, at the end of the day, what will you be doing with your time? So you not have anything doing. So this is what you do. When you sign up the first 5, 4 of those 5 persons will be your downlines, people that you talk to, you encourage, you show this business, and they came into the business, okay? Then the 5th person will be you again. Take note of that. The fifth person will be you again. You will reproduce yourself. When I say you again, it can be your wife. Like my husband was that for me. So he became a V5 under me. Do you understand? So that fifth person will be you. You take, that's why I said you do 5. So you get money from that bonus you got. And you know, in every business you must invest, right? So you are investing. You activate again one account under yourself directly, and that makes it the fifth leg. Now, why do you need to do this? So don't forget that between V2 and V3 is wide. I think it's the widest in the structure. What I mean by that is that once you can get V2 to V3, right, the others will just keep following. So why your other 2, 3 legs are building, getting their 20, you are building again. So what you have done, you will teach them what to do. You see, tell them that they are coming, everybody just come in and get your 5. Is that too much to do? Come on, out of all the people in the world suffering, hungry, losing money to scam, we are telling you that go ye into the world and be fishers of men. Fish just 5 persons. If everybody coming into this business just have it in their mind that I want to grow, I want to do the business, I want to get 5. In less than a week, you'll be in V2. It's doable. It is doable. I became V2 in 24 hours. I signed up that day. The next day, I was V2. And in 7 days, I was V3. So it is something that you can do. It's just that most times we are negative. We just make up our mind that we cannot do. Most people accept failures even before they try. Now, by the time you sign up an account under yourself, you will now start building that account. What you have done, you will keep duplicating it or replicating it. So one of the persons that came to me some days ago told me that, I have 16 or 17 directs. I'll soon be V2. So I told him, send me your structure. Let me see your team, your back office. And he sent to me, and the 17 persons, they were direct. I said, wow, what happened? Why did you do this? Yes, you need those people, but you know that you can be in V3, or V4. There are a lot of people that have been in V3 for the past 2 years. So calm down. You will always get those ones later. And I will tell you the people you even put in that place. Now, I told you, I said, you know, these 17 persons you put under you, if you had only done 3 or 4 from those people and you open an account under yourself, so it means that you have like 13 or 14 under that account. Do you know that as you are hitting V2, that account will be like 16 or 15. You just need 5 more for that leg to hit V2. It was quite, he said, Dr. Mani, I didn't know of this. I said, yes, that's what you do. So meaning that as you are hitting V2, just a few number you add to that, and that account hits V2. While you are doing that, these other legs, they are building also. And before you know it, once you start preaching the message of come in 5, get your 5, encourage them to come in 5, get your 5, then replicate it. So they're actually getting 4, not 5, because they will also, you know, get another account, which they will also push build. So you see that by the time you do this, you are already easily, you know, lifted to V3. The next persons, they're coming and they grow to that level. So if everybody decide that this is the way we want to work, I just want to get into the business and, you know, share this opportunity with 4 persons, and then you get another account in a week, 2 weeks, you should be your V2. And so by the time everybody comes in and keeps seeing the results, don't forget that when you get to V2 easily like that, that account you created, these people signing up, they are making money. I'm sure leader OBM and leader James will talk about, you know, some of the benefits of this that next week. So I won't really go into the monetary value, you know. But by the time you get easily, you know, quickly into V2, you see that your earnings increase, right? And this will now motivate you or spur you on to continue pushing. So from that level, it gets easy. You don't even need to cram how to get to V6. You don't. It is not your business to calculate. You need 100 people, you need 200 people, you don't need to do that. Just know that you are coming into the business, you are signing up for direct, you are replicating an account for yourself, which you push, and those people you sign, you are teaching them the same thing, they will replicate. Life is not supposed to be complicated. It's so easy. And everybody just keeps, you know, ranking, bouncing, making money and all that. So it's so easy. So it's just, you know, follows. You go to V3. Now, for you to get to V3, you need 100 people, okay? That's why I said between V2 and V3 is the widest because you need 100 people. So 40 persons will can be part of those 3 legs you've built, or, outside those legs. Don't forget, we said your first leg is your first direct, there are 5. So you already have another account that hopefully will be building. Do you understand? Now, you will not ask me that, when you get to V3, you need 8 people. So you need 3 people more to get to V4. What do? There's some people that will come to you because you need to understand how to place your people so that you don't harm yourself, your growth, or make your growth stunted. There's someone that will come to you or that you talk to, they will tell you, madam, I don't want to push this business. I'm not interested in, because of the old narrative, bring two. I don't have power to talk to anybody. I just want to put my money in my account. I call those people lazy business people. What do you do? Those are the kind of people that you put direct. Once you see those ones, you see that this is an EPA and this is one mama that cannot do anything. You must come across those people occasionally. So those people, you put them direct to yourself, because when it comes to the affiliate structure, they are not really that useful to your growth. They are just linear. You just put them, whether they bring somebody, they don't bring somebody, it does not count for you, because RoyalQ is not interested in their bringing people for your growth. What RoyalQ needs is just 3 legs to grow with you to V6. Do you understand that? So what you now do, you get active people and put your active people under your active people. Now that is a code I just gave to you. Somebody, somebody that you did business together and this person is good, or this person, even if you've not done something together, you see that this person can talk, or this person can post jokes a lot or stuff, has crowd in social media and all that. Once you get that kind of person to activate, don't put the person directly under yourself. Look that's your 3 legs, or even when you are growing, but you know that you're a lion, you can grow. So that when you are growing, even do that yourself. Now, you look at your other legs, let's say the other 2 that you've picked out of the other 3 that is really, really serious, right? What you now do, you scrutinize it, and then you pick this strong person that you have gotten. Look at the weak leg among those other 2 legs that is building. Don't forget that you need 3 legs to the last this thing, but you are bringing 4 legs. Yes, it's very important in case one of them stop along the way. Okay, so now but out of those other 4 legs, there will be other 2 out of there that is really working, plus your own. You are building that one. So I'm not going to be talking of that one you are building. I expect you to you know what to do to complete that. Now, those other legs that are working, what you now do, this strong person that you have gotten, okay, this person is trying, but he has 2 strong legs. This leg, we always have a weak leg. This leg is weak. So you cannot tell the person, okay, my leader, you are working so hard. I can see that, of course, what you do, you check the structure of your downlines. People, see, if my direct V5, my V4, if they are in this call, they will tell you, I hold meetings with them at least 2 or 3 times every week as a leader, one-on-one, personally. See, when I want to do something, I'm very intentional. They know once I ask for reports, you better get my report ready for me, because you cannot pull me back. If we have agreed that we are growing together, you will do your part, I'll do my part. They know. I hold personal meeting reports. I call it situation reports. You must give me your report. So that's something you need to do when you have your business, your shop. You take stock. Don't you take stock? You take stock. So make it a habit to get your situation. When I got to V5 and I needed to hit V6 immediately, I was even doing that situation report almost every day. You must have results for me. And they know if you don't have results for me, that you're weak leg by the next day, we'll quarrel, we'll fight. You must have results. So please take stock of your business. That is that report. These people you are agreeing with, call them, because if you don't do that, you will not know where is weak, where they are having problems, where you need to come in. It may be their direct downline, not your direct that is giving them help. You come in at that stage and you talk to that person, you follow up with that person. At times, I don't even follow up with them because I know their own partner problem. I will go to their downlines and then that is when I'll follow up that person, know what the problem is. See, my children, all my children are in V3, the accounts I open for them, they are not even in my V5, under my V5, V4. I went down to places, some weak legs that I discovered in those places. Okay, I'll just plug an account there and build that leg for you and balance it. So you must know this. Like I said the other time, that if you want to grow, you don't have your drawing book, you are not serious. you take stock. So until you handle your online business like the way you handle your offline business, then you are not serious. People trade, they don't have their trade book. You must take stock of your business. So I learned, I said this earlier, I learned this thing from a friend that we did a business together. I have a drawing book because it helps you. Now, let me tell you why you need to do this. I said I would talk about this. You know why you need to get a book where you put in anybody that register and where, mostly if you are helping people balance legs. So you need to know where you put them. In RoyalQ, when you log into your back office, you will not see the name of your downlines. Even the email are covered. So if you don't write it down, you will not know who is where anybody is. You will not know. You don't know where Mr. A is. You don't know where Mr. B is. So you must take note of this. I am telling you. The other day I was in Abuja with my friend Queenie Bok. We were looking at her back office, and we needed to bring out our strong legs. We didn't know where this person was and where this person, it was confusing because the name was not there. The Gmail is covered halfway, That is something that we need to write to RoyalQ to change. It became confusing. So I had to let her know we need to do this. So she does that now. You must, it is when you are at the beginning, the V2, that is when that's V1, you write it down, then you can follow. So when you have this big drawing book, this one we use in secondary school, this big drawing book, you can now draw your charts. As the people come in, you keep extending, you keep expanding, you put, so that when you look at it like an architect that has a building of the house, good. When you look at it overview, you know where this person is, you know where this person, you know the leg that is weak, you can easily plug somebody an account there. You don't know how many accounts I have in RoyalQ. I have a lot. I had to do that. If you are selfish, you don't want to do that, you will not grow. But let me tell you, nobody should think somebody will come and create an account to support them to grow and they'll be eating the money. You will give the person the referral bonus. Collect your $30. You are even helping the person because when that person is trading and all that, the person is getting it. So it's a win-win situation. So don't think that. But if your heart say you want to leave the money, that's your business, none of mine. But so that, because most persons, they will think of the money, and because of that, they will say, no, I don't want to quarrel with this person. I don't want to, everybody needs money. We have bills to pay. So say it the way you want it, and then you can make that work, okay? So I don't want to, this is already, I'm trying to rush everything because of the time. But I think for today, I want to stop here. It's just to follow this process of, I'm not going to start boring you, with you need 800 people from V4 to V5. Once you follow this 5 by 5, just put that, draw a schedule beside your bed or by your dressing mirror and put it there. Once everybody is doing 5 by 5, you teach everybody to come in 5 by 5. That 5 by 5, know that you are in all, everybody is replicating, you are duplicating an account for yourself. So it's actually 4 you are bringing. By the time everybody does that, you will see that the growth will be very fast. So you don't need to cram 500 people, 1,000 people. No, don't even do that. You'll be discouraged when you think about the number of persons that you need to get there. So I'm not going to fill your head with that today. No, we are coming in 5 by 5 in 1 week. Let's even do this as a challenge. Go out there. I'm sure that you already by now, from Mr. Onandi, you already know how to, prospect. I met him talking to somebody just, and that is how you talk to a person that may be not know much about the business or may be difficult. So there are skills you need to learn about this. There are skills you need to learn about prospecting, but that is not part of my talk. So by the time you do this, it will be easy for everybody. You will see that in less than 2 weeks, you are ranking your team member. It works for me. Your team members are ranking. I told them, my team members, you cannot be lazy. You can, if I can get to V3 in 7 days, you don't have any business being lazy. And because I gave them a target, and let me tell you, if you are the kind of leader that you are lousy, you don't set goals, you don't set targets, you don't call your downlines, you don't follow them up, you don't know what's happening in their team and all that, they will also go to sleep. They will also be lazy. Do you understand? You need to do this. Make sure you hold meeting, personal meeting. You don't need to hold Zoom meeting if you don't want to. I wasn't holding Zoom meeting. It was personal, one-on-one. Give me results. Give me my results. Read your notes. So make sure you do that. They will also be happy that you are intentional about them. You are interested in their growth. You are not just interested in just the money. You are interested in, because by the time you help them, you lift them up, that is when you also get lifted. You help build them, that is when you build yourself up, okay? So let's make this normal thing. 2 weeks, I want to see almost everybody here in V2 and V3 respectively, depending on the rank that you are. Then if you're already in V3, you're already in V4 or V5, please go back to the drawing board, get your book. I know most people, they are not doing the business. Many people, let me not say most, they're not doing the business anymore. So you need to track those accounts that are no more in the business. If you can even talk to the people, you know them, buy the account from them so that you can continue instead of leaving that account dormant, you understand? Or grow a new leg to replace it, you understand? So, but you need to, if you don't go into your structure and find out the particular place that is sick and treat that place, you will have issues. So you must treat the sick places in your structure so that if you can do what I have told you, pick up those places, build it, support it, and all that, you see that you are already in the next rank. It's so easy, okay? Thank you very much.
Wow, powerful. I want to believe that everybody on this call has listened to golden words of our top-notch leader, Dr. Money, and he or she will go over to the drawing board and apply what he or she has learned here. Coach Nnamdi, I would summarize what he said. 3 things he said, like 3 to 4 things. Number 1 is what? Number 1 is list. You need to create a list. Number 2 is what? Conference call with your sponsor. Whoever introduced you to RoyalQ, even if he or she cannot talk about RoyalQ or present RoyalQ to your prospect, invite them to Zoom. Let's say you have 100 to 150 contacts. You have no reason why you should not be a V2 member, based on what Coach Nnamdi just said now. For every 100, you have 10 people that could activate. So if you have 200 contacts, you should be already a V2 member. You just need to make that call. So in summary, he said what? Create a list, conference call with your sponsor, inviting prospects to Zoom. And in summary, what Dr. Money just said now is what? Team arrangement. If you arrange your team well, then the sky will be your starting point. So without wasting much of your time, just like she said, this Zoom meeting will go on next week. And I want to believe that everybody will pay attention and go and carry out the assignments our top-notch leader has given to us. I myself, I'm also going to give out my results. Thank you very much. Coach Mo, you have anything to say?
No, Coach Salisu, I think everything is clear. And in fact, my notebook is already full. It's just to go and put everything into action. So please, everybody here will be able to take down some notes. Please take action. Without action, the goals cannot be achieved. So thank you so much for your time. Coach Salisu, thank you so much, all the leaders who were here. Dr. Money, thank you so much. Coach Nnamdi, thank you so much. Coach Salisu, you can end the session, please.
Okay, so I would want to hear Queen Ivok. Do you have anything to say? Okay, Queen Donchi, you have anything to say? Okay, Coach OBM, you have anything to say? Okay,
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. We can hear you.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much, Coach Nnamdi, for the mind-blowing tips you've shared with us. And for Dr. Joy Money, thank you. Your presence on this Zoom call has really lifted our spirits. It's time to get to work, guys. It's time to get to work. Thank you, guys, for attending, and a good night.
All right, so thank you very much for this call. See you next week. Remember, next week we are having top-notch leaders, James Amakara and leader Coach OBM. So this session will continue next week. Thank you. Good night.